Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little bit some minutes to midday here in Robert Sports. I'm Kwame Opa, is coming to you live from Lake Piso, one of Liberia's precious gem when it comes to tourism. If this sector was exploited by this particular government or governments to come, but earlier we spoke to the guy from the Forestry Development Authority. We're here again on the second ride on this beautiful lake where we have these two boats that were given or donated through a form of a grant from the Norwegian government to the Republic of Liberia by the FDA. And you have the AFL deputy Coast Guard commander in the person of Lieutenant Kansuah is here with us. He will tell us exactly how is the AFL involved with this particular program here today. Welcome to LINA Panorama.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Okay, talk to us. You're a very young man. I'll put you around 20 years old to be a deputy commander for the armed forces of Liberia. Before we go start talking about the boat, let's talk about where the AFL was versus where it is now. Your take.
As you regularly place it, as you can see me, I think there is a force for good. Since the reconstructions of the new armed forces of Liberia, it attracted a lot of young people with a lot of huge potential. So I can tell you for sure that we are good and the AFL is doing quite well.
Thank you so much. We were just there recently at the 14 Military Hospital. Beautiful facility there for you guys and your family. Now let's talk Coast Guard. You're helping with fisheries. You're protecting our borders, especially when it comes to the waters. What's your take? What's happening here today? My first time on a boat like this. Beautiful. I've ridden boats, but not as beautiful as this one and smooth.
So as you are aware, as part of our statutory responsibility as the Liberian National Coast Guard, we have responsibility to protect the waterways of Liberia, including inland waters, like where we are now, like Lake Piso. So on instructions of the Ministry of National Defense through the Office of the Chief of Staff, the Coast Guard was directed to collaborate with the Forestry Development Authority to assist them, train them, to operationalize these boats that we are on today. So that is just a training. The training just came to an end. We graduated 15 forest rangers.
Oh wow!
So we are glad to be
So those 15 now are ready to man these boats without your supervision.
They just completed a basic small boat operation course.
Okay.
So as part of that course, they have the capacity now and the capability to run these boats. But we are going to provide them mentorship for some period and we'll also be around to provide some technical assistance when it comes to the service of the boats because they need more training, further training to strengthen them for the full operationalization of these boats.
The government's focus point now is on Robertsville, the haven of tourism. Beautiful, or right next to us right here is the ocean where you have these beautiful massive waves that are good for surfing and all of that. Why Robert Sport?
I think it is Royal Sport because this is by far one of our major tourist attractions. And looking at the geography of this area, how it's situated, it affords the opportunity to attract tourists as well as foreign tourists. So as part of us, the Coast Guard, we are just there to provide assistance and assistance. We show safety and we build capacity of other agencies that collaborate with the Ministry of National Defense. So I think that's why we are here.
Okay, and another thing, you're training these guys. Walk us through some of the basic training. Is just to start the boat, or do they get those guys that are coming in? Are they already professional swimmers or divers or what have you?
Okay, so the basic small boat operation course of the Liberian Coast Guard is a full package. It does not only encompasses the issues of moving the boats. So we also train them how to move the boats. We call them the boatswainmates. And we also train them and specialize them as machinery technicians. Those are the guys like the engineers, just in case the boat have any faults, they will remedy that fault. So as part of the training team, we also have some master divers. So we taught them how to swim, Also, it was a part of the process, and we made a lot of emphasis on the issues of safety. Safety was a key, because if you look at the objectives of the REC program
Right.
that the forestry is carrying out.
And you guys were very strict on that, even telling me you need your jacket and all of that.
Yeah, so even as you can see, before you get this boat, before you board this boat, you have to be on the life vest. And we employ the footgear safety measures, because Coast Guard operations is key. Safety is a key word that we use. Safety, 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 safety.
What role, recently we lost the Ivanko ship that went down, it was sunk, water disaster. What was the role played by the
That issue, I think we can speak on that another time, but currently we are the Lake Piso and looking at the training that just ended within the capacity of
You guys are hard to crack. That's one thing I noticed. And the soldiers always stick with the protocol. Right? That's what I can see.
That's the right way. But currently, as you can see, we have on this boat the major of the city of Rawasport and another personnel of the Forestry Development Authority as well as the REC program. So we are focusing on the Lake Piso currently, sir.
Thank you so much. Let me move to the Major. Major, how are you? I think this is my second time meeting you. Okay. A lot of good things now coming to your city. What do you make of what's happening here today?
I'm very much happy this morning to be here and I saw what happened in the past 2 weeks. And that person here brings some of the pressure from the student, from the Zogo's end. So I'm very, very happy.
When you say Zogo ends, what are you talking about?
So now the criminal came back 2 weeks ago. They came down to Rawasport. So I'm happy to raise them while they're doing their work.
Okay. And I see the city is still a clean city. I see before we got in here, a lot of people were doing cleanups and all of that. To be honest, Rawasport is one of the cleanest city. But the buildings, they still remain, in bad shape and all of that, knowing that the level of tourism that is about to hit this particular place. Are you hearing from sons and daughters of Rawasport, what are their intentions on coming back home? The way out here is a ghost town.
Yeah, for the infrastructure, we are calling it, we have put it, we have put notice up on radio, in newspaper, and those people who have relatives in the United States, we call them, we told them how to come and improve their buildings. That is the reason. So we are working on it.
Talk about the challenges you have here in this particular city.
The only challenge we have is the land issues. People have land, they are not here. People have bed, they are not here. Just what you spoke about. But as for the cleaning of the city, we are working towards
Yeah, I can see that.
UNDP has come to include over 120 places to work in the city. As your entering point, so high as for people are working all over. Under the Piso Ergo Brigade, Fight for Acre, in the problem like that. We just launched our program on Saturday on the 11th at Toto in our school city.
So basically what you're saying, the major challenge is that a lot of sons and daughters own land and they're not developing it.
Yeah.
What's your proposal to government, or what are you proposing when it comes to this particular issue? How does it get resolved?
The first thing we have called upon center, we have called upon the citizens of Cape Town, like for example the senator, the representative, the superintendent to come there all design strategies like what will make it. If you don't come for your land, it takes setting down, the city population will settle down. Then we take it.
Thank you so much. Your full name, sir?
I'm J. Edwin Taha.
James Edwin Faha. Okay, we're gonna go back to our final interviewee, Mr. Kansuah. Mr. Kansuah, your final word.
Oh, thank you for coming, and it's good to be in Rawasport.
Thank you so much, and then I just want you to see all the members of the Armed Forces of Liberian Coast Guard, all of that. You see the guys out here working tirelessly hard. That other boat out there also with the guys. That one is called Oslo City, and this one is called Cla Marie Wea. Well, I'm Kwame Opar Weeks here in the heart of Cape Mount. To be honest, at the Cape itself. Till then, goodbye. This is LINA Panorama.